the Maple Leafs for 3 periods as the Chicago Blackhawks has done it for the first period tonight. Dave Manson with the Leafs 2 men short scored the Blackhawks' first goal, and then Everett Sanapass made it 2-0 with 2 minutes and 4 seconds remaining. And here's a look at the first goal of the game. Derek Laxdal and Brad Marsh in the penalty box, and Manson's shot went all the way, and Ken Reagan didn't see it until it was in the back of the net. Now we have a collector's item. Dave Manson on the bench. He is rarely there. He is usually on the ice or in the penalty box. He is the most penalized player in the National Hockey League. Dave, let's first talk about all the ice time you're getting. I think thanks to Robbie Fatorik, you probably get more than Wayne Gretzky or anybody else in the NHL. How do you react to that?
Oh, it's great. You know, Mr. Kane has shown a lot of confidence in me, and it's really helped out because I'm gaining a lot of experience, and, you know, it's paying off.
I think there are a lot of players who played like you do now in junior hockey and then have to make an adjustment and not play nearly as much in the NHL. Was that tough for you, and is this more like you experienced it back in junior?
Yeah, I played a lot in junior. You know, I played around 30, 35 minutes a game, so I'm used to it, you know, and it's nice, you know, because it's really helped out.
If you're going to play 40 or 45, I suppose one might ask, could you play 60? Have you ever thought of that?
Well, I'm sure I could, you know, because if you keep the shifts short and, you know, with all the training that we do in the off-season and during the season, you know, I'm sure we could.
Do you play differently now that you play that much?
No, not at all. You know, you just have to pace yourself, and sometimes, you know, you can't try to force things out on the ice. You have to take the opportunity as it comes and just play hard.
Now the penalties. Much of your 261 penalty minutes came early in the season. I know you haven't taken as many lately, and that's probably designed to keep you on the ice. Has it been tough to stay out of the penalty box?
Yeah, it has, you know, but earlier in the year there I got caught up where I was getting caught in these little skirmishes, and I was getting 10-minute misconducts, and you know, that's where a lot of my minutes are, you know. They're phony minutes, and you know, so after that I had an incident in Vancouver, I've kind of toned down on my penalty minutes. Well, you almost had a 10-game suspension for that. I guess you figured you dodged one. You don't want to get into that trouble again. Yeah, that's right. I cost the team 2 points that night, and I just sat down with myself, and, you know, I said if I want to contribute and want to be a part of the Hawks for a while, that I can't afford to do those kind of things. Well, you're no secret here in Chicago. Glenn Sather has noticed your play, and you're going to the All-Star game. How do you feel about that? Oh, that's great. You know, it's going to be a great experience for me to go and step on the ice with a lot of those players that I've watched for probably the majority of the years of my life, and, you know, it's going to be a big experience, and I'm sure I'm going to learn a lot. Dave, you deserve it the way you played, and we thank you for doing an intermission interview. You do need the rest, and get it for the rest of the intermission. Dave Manson of the Blackhawks, who has one of 2 Chicago goals, will look at the Leafs.
They're counting on him to pick up part of the slack left by the absence of Denny Savard.
Sorry, Harry. Lachlan Daou. Todd Gill is out there. The Leafs. Marsh and Salming are the defensemen. Creighton Conroy, who's got the puck and shoots it in with Presley, Steve Larmer, and Keith Brown. 2-0 Chicago, second period. Pried loose by Larmer. Dumped it out in front. Conroy shot, he scored! 3-0 Blackhawks.
So Steve Larmer gives the Hawks a 3-0 lead, and this whole play started when Craig Laughlin could not contain his man in the defensive zone coverage. And the puck came around to Larmer. He threw it across to Conroy, who one-timed it from about 45 feet. I don't think it hit anybody in the way in. And the Hawks get a big early goal here in period 2. And the mountain the Leafs have to climb is a little higher now. Don't forget, they were down 3-0 last time in this building and battled back for a tie.
Goal number 30 for Steve Larmer.
Larmer tipped it. It looked like it skipped.
Another milestone for Steve Larmer. Don Thuis has got it, but it's way up high, and everybody jumps up underneath the standby sign there to grab it.
Let's have another look at this goal that we thought Conroy got, but Larmer tipped it. Larmer made the pass to Conroy and then went to the front. Larmer makes the pass. Now he hustles to the front of the net. Conroy shoots it. I don't know how it couldn't have been Larmer 28. It could have been 22 Creighton. I'm sure they'll correct that one. It's Conroy. In 1991, the All-Star game will be played here. There have been 2 others played here in the past. As across the street from the Chicago Stadium in October of 1992, a brand new 22,000-seat 180 skybox rink will be built. I hope that they take the great pipe organ with them. I heard today that they're bringing Dr. Christian Barnard in for the organ transplant.
All right. We can cross that one out now. Well, they have to take the organ with them. There's no question of that. Marsh jamming forward in the corner. Along with Dirk Graham, it finally comes loose to Dandau, and he gets going for Toronto with Olczyk and Osborne. Olczyk's got the pass, but it's outside.
John Candy. He wore Stan Mikita's number 21 in his film Summer Rental. And he has requested Bobby Hull's number 9 for his next movie, Uncle Ben. A Hawk fan, comedian John Candy.
Oh.
And there is one of the great Chicago Blackhawks. They have 4 retired sweaters. 21, Stan Mikita. 35, Tony Esposito. Number 1, Glenn Hall. And number 9, Bobby Hull. Wouldn't they look good in the National League today?
Certainly would. Do a little letting out on that sweater for John Candy, though, you know.
He should request 2 sweaters.
A little difference in girth. They're going to sew 2 of them together. Darren Beach is going to try and get something organized for Toronto. They're down 3-0 here. They got to get cracking. Bob Bassett is there to break that one up. A couple of Hawks are trapped inside the line. 14:04, time left to play in the second period. Blackhawks with it. You're going to be seeing these in his sleep. Kern is hauled down by Bob Bassett in behind the net. Benson scores! Right place at the right time. 4-0 Chicago.
Brian Kern's got a good complaint right here. He was tripped. And before any Leaf could get the puck, watch what happens. Pass from Sutter to Vincelette, 20, and he blows it by Regan, who was down a little early. Vincelette let a good shot go, and the Leafs really were unfortunate there. There should have been a penalty on the Hawks player who hauled Kern down as he was in full control of the puck.
So lead. 4-0. There he is.
And Vincelette gets his 8th goal of the season. And with that kind of a shot from 35 feet out, it's a wonder he's only got 8. The Chicago Blackhawks have been very patient with Vincelette and with number 7 Sanapas. Now watch how quickly he gets rid of that puck. The 2 Leaf people are heading to him, and it may have deflected off Veach. Injury situation to the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Richardson.
And again, this is an opportunity for him to see if he can stay here. And there's Dirk Graham. Well, he's in a nasty mood tonight, Graham. He's been going all night with 28 Curran, and here he's fighting for an inch of ice with Derek Laxdal.
David Reed and John Kordick get assists. That's his 2nd point for Kordick from the trade from Montreal. So the play reads Richardson, his 2nd goal at 13:03 from David Reed and John Kordick. That makes it a 4-1 scoreboard in favor of the Blackhawks. Darren Beach is run into heavily by Presley in behind. And the puck is over top. Wes Madison in Chicago. 4-1 for the Blackhawks. Luke Richardson has just scored for the Leafs to get them on the board for the first time tonight. Nice move by Secor, but he couldn't get the puck to behave for him. Dirk Graham is going to come back with Wayne Presley catching up. Creighton Manson with a shot. There's a huge rebound. They score! Dirk Graham following up. 2 or 3 swipes at it. 5-1 Chicago.
Well, the life the Leafs got was very short-lived as the Hawks come back and get the 5th goal. Right here, a bullet shot that Regan couldn't quite handle. And 33, Dirk Graham, who started the rush, comes in and grabs the rebound. Regan stops it, then he bats it with his goal stick, but Graham gets to it before Veach does. And the puck gets in the net before Curran does. And it's 5-1. Dirk Graham is 20th goal of the season.
20-goal plateau for Dirk Graham. Playing a chippy game. He gives the Hawks back their 4-goal lead, 5-1. Salming to Daou will tap it to Olczyk.
To take away another good goal-scoring opportunity for the Blackhawks.
Hawks' 5th goal, Dirk Graham's 20th. Manson got the only assist at 13:45. Graham is 20th from Manson at 13:45. 3:30 remaining in the period. 5-1 Chicago. And look where we are again, right back in the lead. On in front of the crease. Scores! Eagles mark in front, 6-1.
of an effort this period at all.
Wow. It is deafening in here. Reagan clearing it around, trying to get the pressure eased somehow. Eagles in behind, out in front. Stars at the center. Wrapped in behind. Reagan, he didn't even move right. 7-1.
I don't think Pelly could have put this one in any better. As Sutter, the puck bounces off Sutter's shoulder into the net. Right here, watch. Boy, that shouldn't count, you know. Sutter moved his arm and hit it off the top part of his arm, and it went in. It came out in front right here from Eagles off March's stick, and Sutter bunts it in with his right arm. And I'm surprised that Myers allowed that, although in his opinion, the puck just hit Sutter, went in. There's Sutter. He's got his 6th goal of the year. All kinds of Hawks who have scored very infrequently are on the board here tonight.
Goal number 6 for Dwayne Sutter. And they buried the needle on the VU meter in this place again. And Vince Select. Stolen. We've got ourselves a scrap here. Osborne and Trent Yanni. Yanni lost his equipment. It was sort of favoring his head.
Has been somewhat critical of his Leaf teammates in recent days. We'll find out.
There's the horn to end the period. And Harry Neal, simply all Chicago.
The game is over as Wayne Messner finished the national anthem. Mike Keenan, that first game home after a 12-day road trip, sometimes it's a tough one. It certainly wasn't for the Hawks. And the Hawks are determined to put some space between them and the Leafs. And the Leafs have to try and regroup. A tough assignment for the coaching staff, a tough assignment for the players, and Gord Stellick has a tough assignment sorting this baby out.
The final score, the Chicago Blackhawks 7, the Toronto Maple Leafs 1. The Molson Cup 3-star selection comes up in a moment.
7-1 for Chicago. The 3 stars are all Blackhawks, and the next 3 and the next 3. 3 we picked: Steve Larmer, Bob Basson, who had a chance to shine and picked up 3 assists with some hard work from the Blackhawks' third line, and Dirk Graham, another Chicago player who stood out tonight. No Leafs are stars.